Here's what happened this week in North Carolina politics. It's already August, your summer's basically over. Two really big things happened this week, but the first was about our U.S. Senate race next year. Former Governor Roy Cooper announced that he would be running, as everyone kind of expected he would, and Trump announced that Mike Whatley would be the Republican candidate. For more on that, go check out the last video, did a whole thing about it. The second thing was our state legislature finally went back to work this week, and Republican leaders' first priority was to override a bunch of Governor Stein's vetoes. Governor Stein has vetoed 14 bills so far this year. Now, Democrats broke the Republican supermajority in our state house last year, but they only did so by one seat. And what that means is that Republicans only need to flip one Democratic vote to override a veto by Governor Stein. And this week, a couple of Democrats were willing to make that flip. Republicans were able to pick up enough votes to override 8 of the governor's 14 vetoes, so just a little more than half. The Democrats who voted repeatedly to override the governor were Carla Cunningham and Nassif Majid of Mecklenburg County and Shelley Willingham representing Edgecombe, Martin, and Bertie counties. Together, they helped Republicans pass a number of bills into law, including allowing Duke Energy to raise our electricity rates, gutting Governor Stein's regulatory power over big corporate industry, and helping to censor school library books that mention LGBTQ themes. Voters in all those counties should know that these three sold you out for campaign contributions from Duke Energy. Several other bills remain vetoed by Governor Stein, including a big anti-immigrant bill and another one allowing permitless carry of loaded firearms in public. Republican leaders definitely still want to override the governor on those, but they don't have the votes, and no Democrats are flipping on them yet. One big irony to all of this is that the Democrats actually won a majority of all votes cast statewide last year for both our state House and our state Senate. And Governor Stein himself, of course, won the biggest landslide victory in 45 years just last year. But Republican partisan gerrymandering is so pervasive that it completely distorts political representation in our state legislature, and it relegates the Democrats to a minority pretty much no matter what they do. And this is where we remind people to not sleep on judicial elections and don't vote for judges who support partisan gerrymandering. A lot of people find it rightly very frustrating that the Democrats are forced to constantly play defense and all this sort of stuff. But the reality is that as long as they're relegated into a minority by partisan gerrymandering, Democrats have no ability to advance their own bills or agenda, and they can only block bad legislation from the other side. But that's still very important. Regular reminder, do not let the news make you crazy. Stay cool out there, go hit a pool this weekend, and take it easy.